Beyond the dictionary, the word artist is more than just a title or a way of seeing things. An artist can be a painter, musician, a writer, a dancer, filmmaker, designer, a chef, etc. You make something that didn't exist before using your own vision, turning internal stuff like thoughts, feelings, observations into external stuff that others can experience. It's not just technical ability. An artist makes choices based on feeling, meaning, and perspective. People can make the same paintbrush skill, but the artist is the one who decides what to paint and why it matters. It's driven by seeing differently. Artists take things most people feel but can't say and translate it into form, sound, color, or words, giving shape to the invisible. They notice the things that most people filter out, like the crack in the wall, the way light hits a cup, or the color of a shadow. Paying extreme attention, they train themselves to see what others walk past, which means you're always carrying half-finished observations around in your head, which is why artists often seem sensitive. They didn't turn the filter off. Failure is built into the daily process and life of an artist. Despite every piece they finish and feel good about, there are 5 that get abandoned, overworked, or just a bad work. Artists get comfortable with scrapping work or just totally leaving it unfinished. This type of skill isn't avoiding bad work. It's knowing how to restrict it from happening and to contain the seed of the next good one. Artists see it as a great achievement than the ones people favor the most of them. Time works differently in the life of an artist. They'll lose 6 hours to a problem and feel like it was 20 minutes, then spend 2 weeks avoiding the work entirely because they are scared it'll be bad. Deadlines, exhibitions, and commissions force structure, but the actual creative part runs on curiosity, not a clock. It becomes a huge mess not done by inspiration or love. The amount of time spent on a piece doesn't matter. It's about the enjoyment and compassion of creating something meaningful. Artists talk about the lone genius myth, where magic happens out of thin air. May technically appear so, but the truth about growth lies in critics, exploration, seeing other people's work, and even getting roasted by someone you respect. Hurtful at times, but we need people who understand why you're upset about a color being 2% off. Don't ever feel discouraged by what people say. They don't understand what is going on in an artist's head. Just be yourself and live the life you are meant to be. Creating an art piece means putting something out where it can be criticized, abandoned, or ignored totally. You spend hours alone in a studio, at the desk, with a camera, or staring at a blank canvas. It's quiet, repetitive, frustrating. That gap between isolation and connection is where the tension lives. So, at a deeper level, an artist is someone willing to be seen, not for ego, but because the thing inside them needs to exist outside them. Every canvas is a small act of courage. Which part are you most curious about? The day-to-day routine, the money side, or the mindset? Let me know in the comments.